Hey everyone, welcome to this 30-minute feel-good yoga flow. This practice is perfect for starting your day and helping you get into a positive momentum, or ending your day and helping you get a good night's sleep. All you need is yourself and something soft below you. So with that, let's begin. Joining me in a seated position in the center of your mat. Hands are resting on your knees. Close down your eyes. And as we start this practice, I want you to tap into a feeling that you want to bring into your body. It can be a feeling of ease, abundance, peace. For instance, my emotion will be to feel light in my body. Whatever comes to mind for you is perfect, so don't overthink it. Take in a deep breath and let it out. Slowly open up those eyes. Deep breath as you lift those arms up. Exhale as you come down through prayer. Flowing through this 2 more times. Inhale, flow up. Exhale, come through center. Final deep inhale. And let it go. Right arm extends out towards the side. Left arm reaches up and over. Hold. And switch sides here. Taking a deep breath. Come back to center. Reach all the way down to the right side and walk those fingers all the way to the left side of the mat. Pausing for a breath when you get there. Walk those fingers back to the right. Take a breath. And reach over to the left for the last time. Inhaling as you come to center and extend all the way forward, really folding through those hips, trying to get those fingertips out as far as you can. Deep breath. And come back to center. Meeting me on all fours, shoulders are over your wrists, hips are over your knees. Moving into some cat-cows. Press those shoulders towards the sky. Tuck your chin. Release. Belly drops to the floor. Head reaches all the way back. Again, arch that back all the way up, splaying those shoulder blades. Exhale as you drop your belly, starting to add some movement into this flow, circling to the right for 2. Deep bend in those elbows. And circle to the left. Really circling out those hips here. And come back to center. Rocking forward and backwards a few times to warm up those wrists. Taking deep breaths here. The next time that you push forward, drop those hips all the way towards the mat, coming into upward dog. Arms are straight. Roll those shoulder blades down and back. And press those hips back into child's pose. Flowing through this movement a few more times, just to really open up your heart space and your hips. And meet me in child's pose. Hips are sitting on top of those heels. Arms are stretched all the way forward. Forehead rests on the mat for a breath. And walk those hands over towards the right side. Really feeling that stretch through your left side body here. Deep inhale. And switch sides, coming over to the left, releasing any tension in that right side of your body. Deep inhale, and come back to center. Moving into puppy pose, hips stay over your knees, and walk those hands all the way to the front edge of your mat. If you're new to this pose, just rest your forehead on the mat. And if you have the flexibility, you can rest on that chin and bend those elbows, interlacing your hands behind your neck. Deep inhale and release. Coming back onto all fours and meet me in child's pose. Coming back onto all fours, tucking those toes, press into your first downward dog. Lift and lower those heels. Maybe start to pedal out those knees. Bending one side and then the other. Take really deep breaths here so that you can settle your nervous system, letting your muscles know that it is safe to release here. Straighten both of those legs. Right hip dips towards the floor. Left hip opens up, really shifting deeply on your feet. Switching to the left. Flowing back and forth here with your own breath. Come back to center. Press your chest towards your feet. And lift that right leg all the way up. Holding here for a moment. And then bending that knee, stacking those hips. Inhale and pull that right foot all the way forward. Coming into your lunge. Tiptoe that front foot all the way to the side of the mat. Lower down that back knee. Untuck your foot. And use your right hand to press deeply into that right leg. Really getting a deep opening through your hip flexors. Breathe. And release. Walk that foot towards the left side of the mat. Coming into your pigeon pose. Straighten those arms, come up onto those fingertips, lengthen your spine, and release your head back. Really feel your chest opening. Breathe. And release all the way forward. You can stay on your elbows here, or lower down and place your forehead on top of your hands. We'll be here for a few breaths, so when you're comfortable, tap into your emotion that you wanted to cultivate at the beginning of this class. Take a deep breath and come all the way up. Keeping that right foot bent, Left arm reaches back and grabs on to that left foot, pulling that heel as close to your lower back as you can. Deep breaths. Tap into that feeling to help you manifest that emotion in your body. And release. Pressing back into your downward dog. Reach that chest towards your toes. Bend your knees and come through your first chaturanga. Reach towards the sky in your cobra. Deep inhale. And release back into your downward dog. This time, left leg reaches all the way up. Hold for a moment. Bend that knee. Stack those hips. And pull that left leg all the way to the front of the mat. Tiptoeing that foot to the left. Lowering your back leg. And using that left arm to press against your inner knee. Maybe allow that right hip to drop a little bit closer to the mat, opening up just a little bit more. And release. Front leg tiptoes all the way to the right side of your mat. Stay in your pigeon. Lengthen through your back. Chin reaches all the way up. Stay here for a deep breath. Release and lower all the way down. Again, coming down onto those elbows or resting your forehead on the mat. Each side may feel a little bit different, so move into whatever feels good for you here. We don't want to cause our body any pain, but we do want to push ourselves a little bit so that we can increase our flexibility and trigger our nervous system to relax and let go. Inhale as you come back up. Right arm reaches back to grab that right foot. Try to keep both hips squared here as much as you can. And you know the drill. Tap into that emotion and hold here. And exhale as you release that leg. Coming back into your downward dog. Moving through your full chaturanga. Hips and chest lower towards the mat. Upper body reaches all the way through and up. Try to squeeze your thighs and keep them a little bit lifted off of the mat here. And press back into your downward dog. Right leg reaches all the way up, holds. Bend that knee and allow your leg to cross over your body and drop onto the floor, coming into your wild thing. Press those hips up towards the sky. Right arm extends all the way forward. And lower those hips down. Right arm comes in between your legs. Flow back up. Deep inhale here. Reset and release those hips. And press everything up for the final time, holding here for a little bit longer, taking in a deep breath, pressing even more into those hips, and release. Right leg comes back to the center of the mat. Move into downward dog, and flow through your chaturanga. Release through that chest. Flow back into downward dog. Left leg reaches all the way up this time. Bend that knee. Allow that leg to cross over your body and fall onto the mat. Sit those hips down and press those hips all the way up. Left arm flows up and over. Exhale as you release back down. Inhale as you press back up, opening up a little bit more. Come down once more and flow back up. Really pressing as much as you can here. Open up that chest. Deep breath and release. Coming back to center. Flow back into downward dog. Walk those feet all the way towards the front of your mat. Halfway fold, straighten your spine, and fold forward. Deeply bend those knees. Halfway fold once more, and release forward. Really try to hinge from your hips here. Back is straight, keeping a slight bend in your knees. Hands can grab onto your calves or the back of your heels to try to help press your chest towards your thighs. Deep inhales. Keeping those knees bent, interlace your elbows behind your legs and reach those shoulder blades all the way forward, getting a really deep stretch in your upper back. Deep breaths as you release any tension in those muscles. Release and let go of those arms. Halfway fold, straighten your spine, and release forward. Lifting your upper body all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Go really slow here. Moving into your tree pose. Right leg lifts up. The palm of your foot can either rest on your calf or your inner upper thigh. Make sure that that knee is rotated all the way out. Arms come out to either side. Palms are facing forward. You can stay here or you can lift those arms all the way up. Tightening your core for balance here. And switch sides. Gracefully glide that right foot all the way down. Bend that left leg, placing that foot on your calf or your inner thigh. Balancing those arms out to either side or lifting them up over your head. Tap into that emotion that you're wanting to cultivate in your body and allow it to assist you in whatever way it can here. and slowly lower that left leg all the way down. Right foot steps behind you, coming into a side stretch. Right arm reaches all the way up and over. Stay here for a breath. And switch sides. Left foot is back. Left arm reaches all the way up and over. Opposite arm can reach around your back and rest on your hips. Inhale and come back to center. Deep breath as you lift those arms up. Fold all the way forward. Halfway fold. And release forward. And step back into your downward dog. Moving through your chaturanga, make sure both elbows are squeezed into either side of your body as you lower down and arch all the way up and through. Take a deep inhale and sit back into your child's pose. Staying here for a moment just to reset. And when you're ready, come up onto your knees. Tuck those toes underneath you and reach those hands back to rest on top of those heels. Allow your head to drop all the way back. Press those hips forward for a little bit of a deeper stretch. And if this pose is within your practice, you can untuck both of those feet so that you can get a little deeper. Take a few breaths here. And slowly place both of the hands on your lower back and fold forward. Sitting down on top of those heels, spread those knees to either side of the mat and sit into your child's pose. Forehead rests on the floor, releasing any tension that you may have built up in your lower back. And on your next inhale, rise all the way up. Swinging those legs underneath your body, centering yourself on the mat, legs extend straight in front of you, feet are flexed. Right hand reaches forward and wraps around that big toe. Straighten your back and lift that leg up. Left arm extends all the way to the back. Deep breaths, tap into that emotion for assistance. Lift that leg a few more inches if you can. And release. Coming to the other side. Left hand reaches and wraps around that big toe. Right arm reaches all the way back. Keep a gentle bend in your knee here if needed, or try to straighten that leg all the way. Really relying on your breath for relief. Lift up a few more inches, hold, and let go. Good job, guys. Ending this class in our Savasana. Lay all the way down on the floor. Feet spread to either side of the mat. Hands also fall onto either side of the mat with your palms facing up. And when you're comfortable, close down your eyes. Tapping into your breath here. Try to make your exhales longer than your inhales to really settle down your nervous system. Imagine that you are laying in a shallow river and the water is flowing all around you, taking with it any emotions that you no longer want to hold, any memories that you no longer want to hold. Just let it go. And remind yourself of the emotion that you want to start cultivating more into your body. Just stay here for a little bit and settle down. If you notice your mind is starting to wander a little bit, just gently remind yourself of that emotion. If you have the time, I would invite you to stay here. But if you are ready to end the class with me, then slowly open up those eyes. Roll onto one side. Come into a seated position. Take one last deep inhale as you flow those arms up and over. And release everything as your palms come down through prayer. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the mat today. As always, please like and subscribe to these videos so that I know that you guys are here. And if there's anything else you want to see from me moving forward, then please drop me a message in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.